Good evening, Mo. How are you? How are you this afternoon, Mr. Adams?
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Mohammed.
Okay, great. You just call me Muhammad. Let everyone know who's watching, what kind of business you're in and what kind of services you're providing, please.
I provide. I'm a gemologist. I do gem appraisals and evaluation, and
Hmm.
I'm also a prospector. I do mineral prospecting between the west coast of Africa
Hmm.
and southern part of Africa. Let me just say Africa as a whole. I do prospectings of precious minerals and industrial minerals, which
Hmm.
comprises of precious metals like gold, silvers, platinum, and industrial metals like tantalite, tantalum, niobium,
Hmm.
granites, different classes of granites, because Africa has a lot of industrial minerals which a lot of people don't prospect for. Most
Hmm.
people emphasize on gold, but we, like, for me, I like to do exploration,
Hmm.
under my own individual perspective. So I do prospecting of these minerals based on my own awareness, and also my scheme of my let me just say my vision is something I
Hmm.
love doing. Knowing the kind of stones and the topology of the soils, and the classes of soils, and also the kind of minerals that are found on these classes of soil.
Hmm.
So it's a thing of fun at times. And I've been an artisanal miner for from childhood. It got me into exploring into these industrial minerals. So precisely, yeah, that's what I do. And I also do real estates, and agricultural farming,
Hmm.
local agricultural farming, providing farming of vegetables and food,
Hmm.
and also do, real
Right.
estate, like I said, and also promotions of my activities.
Excellent. And how far afield do you travel to do the gemology excavations or explorations?
Yeah, recently I was in Liberia, and I was in Sierra Leone, and I did a few projects out there with few friends, like on the Kimberlites, and also on some dikes.
Hmm.
We worked on some areas for gold, and we worked on some areas for diamonds on the Kimberlites. Yeah,
Hmm.
for gold, there are a lot of places that we prospected, around there, and there are corporatives that we have been working, trying to give them this opportunity to understand how to do the local prospecting properly, so that everywhere they go do the prospecting, and they should be able to, get a proceed, and also the type of equipment that they require. Like being an artisanal miner for some time, I understood that, my people are suffering from, lack of equipment. So we have this thing that I'm trying to put up, like set up, artisanal mining scheme between the west coast of Africa and Africa, to be able to see how to bring ourselves together, because our minerals have been taken and we're not really benefiting from what we're getting. We're really like all the big companies who coming from diaspora, coming from America, England, these are people who really have this heavy duty equipment, and the soil, the environment is dilapidating, and they're undermining, the environment, and they're not really giving back to the environment like what we expected. But the artisanal miner, we are finding means to see what's the possibility to teach them how to mine,
Hmm.
prospect, mine without destroying the environment like the big companies does. So I think these are the things. I've been doing my best, and right now, and I'm here in Ghana trying to work with a team of young men, around Sawam, which
Hmm.
have also they're artisanal miners, but they call it galamsey, which have been banned. So we are trying to form into a cooperative. You understand? We want to form
Right.
into a cooperative see how to extract the minerals. You understand, extract the gold. So that's how it is. I've been going around, and also not just going around. I explore,
Mm-hmm.
prospect, and also if it's prospecting that we can benefit, we'll benefit from that. If we can't benefit, we'll move to the next level. That's how we operate, because we are artisanal miners. We look for places that after prospecting, if there are people who have the money to buy it, fine, or if they're going to pay us to give it over to them, they give it over to them, then we look for a better, different place to go and prospect. And when we find a line, we tell them this is it. Because sometimes we do that because we don't have the consistent amount of money for heavy duty equipment that could enable us to mine the mineral and export it the way other big companies does. So we just prospect, let other people who are serious, who have the equipment, or who have the proper semi-industrial tools to mine, we give it to them, we sell it to them, and they carry on with the mining.
I
So,
see. Okay.
so I does like more of, yeah.
No, thank you. Are you looking for partners or investors to work with you and your mining teams?
Yeah, we're looking for partners. I'm looking for partners like gemologists and mining engineers that
Mm-hmm.
are also equipment companies that also have the equipment that, and also startup funding that could be able to, that we can be able to produce larger production. There are places that we've prospected that we know these places have a large amount of mineral, but
Mm-hmm.
because of the equipment, we don't have it, so we cannot venture into those places. Sometimes we allow it. Other people who have the capacity and who has the financial capacity just go for it, because they have the money to go to the government and say, oh, we want this as a concession, we want this as a class A or class B, or most is on class A and class B, which
Mm-hmm.
is industrial mining or semi-industrial mining. They
Mm-hmm.
go for it, and we end up like maybe having some tips from them and let them know we prospected the place, or they pay us off.
Oh, okay. And what kind of investments are you looking to get? Are you looking for uh, upwards of $500,000 or $1 million or $10 million in terms of people who are willing to come in and bring money? What kind of investment amounts are you looking for?
This is Africa. I can't really tell you as a coming with millions of dollars for you to see. No,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to come in like, if investors who are really serious, like, two, three, $400,000 who are serious, we could buy one excavator, one
Mm-hmm.
washing plant, a Chinese washing plant, like HP 54 or HP 500, or from
Mm-hmm.
Dove Mining, Thailand. We can buy
Mm-hmm.
one of their washing plants and
Mm-hmm.
test it, and you could look at the production. From that production, then you will
Mm-hmm.
not evaluate if you're going to put in millions of dollars. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And this is it, where you could be able to export the gold, and you can see that this gold is being exported from any part of Africa that you want to invest your money.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay. Now,
so we could be able to start from a little point, like from 100, $200,000, $300,000. You can see the outcome of the production. When you
mm-hmm.
look at the outcome of the production, that gives you the privilege. That gives you the mind. That gives you the intention to go also. All right, let me invest more money to see. That's how goal is. Because some places you invest your money, you might see some amount of gold. Some
Mm-hmm.
places you take your machine, once you're not producing the amount of gold that you want, the next level, and get to the next point to see if you can produce the kind of production, the amount of proceeds that is required. Maybe you and your investors discuss that every day you should be able to produce like maybe 10 ounce or 15 ounce of gold every day. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you would not might be able to produce 10 ounce or 50 ounce every day, or sometimes 2 kilos, 3 kilos in a day. But some
Mm-hmm.
places
Mm-hmm.
you would be able to produce 2 to 3, 4, 5 kilos.
I
You
see.
understand? Depend on the kind of geological survey that is done over there, over those environment. You understand? Let me get to a better location with the light. Yeah. What I'm saying is, we like look here. looking at a production of like maybe every day we should be able to produce like a kilo every week. Every week we should be talking about like 2-3 kilos every week in a
Okay.
prospected location. You understand, with an amount of like $400,000, $500,000, $500,000, which we will be able to buy like a proper excavator and also get proper licenses from government. You understand, proper licenses from government, so that government don't harass us for illicit mining. You understand? Then also we will liaise with communities. You understand, that has a better production value, of gold that we could be able to produce. We could be able to produce and refine up to 99.9% in Africa, so we can be able to trade from African plastic. We can be able to be able to have cryptocurrency. We could be able to design a cryptocurrency. You understand, that will be able to back up whatsoever we can do. That's what I'm looking up to, because I do prospecting that we can be able to have more, back up our minerals. We can use the minerals that we have apart from the gold. We have silver, we have graphite, we have granite. You understand? We can use it on blockchain.
Right.
And these are those companies that has value. But because the part of Africa we are, they ain't giving value to it. You understand? So if investors and real business people who know the value of these industrial minerals, they come in and we can do a long-term business.
Okay.
And also, when you have people who are coming to Africa, you have people who come into Africa who also want land, genuine land for farming. In Ghana, in Liberia, in Nigeria, we have this contact that are genuine, that are serious, and we can do due diligence. We can follow it up. We can get the papers on their name. We can do due diligence on it. We can get everything done properly and get it to them.
Excellent.
If you have people who have worked, who want to buy land, we can pursue the document from all the registry and make sure they get their papers correctly and get it on their name. Those who want to repatriate, those who want to build in Africa, those who want to farm, those who want to build resorts. You understand? And those who need a good lawyer, we can also contact good lawyers, that will be able to defend them, that will be able to ensure their project, anything that they're doing. You understand? So we can also set up, we can also partner with them. You understand, that we can work smoothly. We can keep up spreadsheet together. You understand? We can also build and do construction work for them. Give them a contact of people that we are sure that has the capacity to be able to deliver a project. If they're building a resort, if they're building a construction, if they're doing a farm, we can be able to do a due diligence to say this person has the capacity to do it, because it is the year of the return. A lot of people are going to bring their investment to Africa, and this investment, these are people that suffered all year round in the West. We don't want them to come back Africa to lose their money. We want them to benefit. When they come back home, they should be able to have a better place to say, oh, they're back home to Africa, they're back home to motherland, and they're coming to build, so their investment can be protected. You understand? Thank you so much.
All right. Mo Adams, thank you very much for joining us here on Africa Open for Business. I'm certain that our viewers will be very well informed by all the things that you have to say. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
All right.